everybody, it's LadyGarm here, and today we're back with another Sims 4 speed build. With the new expansion Get Together when it came out, it took me a couple weeks really to get it, but I decided, well, it's getting a lot of good responses compared to most of the Sims packs, which normally had the complaints of toddlers, please. People just can't wait for those toddlers, I swear. And personally, I'm glad they're gone, but it's more a personal preference on that one. But, you know what, I already built another house for another set of my another set of my Sims. English, Garm. English, it's your first language. For some reason, I'm just having trouble right now. Blah. Now I've lost my train of thought. I didn't just lose my train of thought. My train of thought just came crashing down and just exploded everywhere. But, oh god, back onto topic. With the when the new expansion came out, and I actually already built another house with it for another pair of my I'm about to say twins again. Another set of my Sims. I saw that it actually was very European cottage feel. I cannot remember what it is called right now. I just got a tattoo, so my mindset right now is I'm not there because my back really hurts. Well, it doesn't hurt too much. It's really sore and tender. So, blah. I went silent there for a second. Sorry, my back. I need to scratch my back. Oh, pat my back. I'm just a wonderful person to do this kind of recording today, aren't I? But no, when I actually saw that it was very much, kind of like an old cottagey feel, I was like, well, Christmas is coming about, though my family kind of differs on celebrating both Christmas, most of it, and then a couple of my family members celebrate Yule, which is a lot of fun when your family kind of diverses into different holidays and not just one in particular. So I have a lot of fun with it, especially since, it's not just one holiday, so a different holiday. So I figured, why not? I'll do something to celebrate the holiday season. It's coming up very, very soon, so I decided to do a kind of a Christmas cottagey feel that was also kind of inspired on kind of like an old-timey house, like where my grandma wouldn't stay at pretty much, that she had lived in for 40-some years, very, not like open, and also very open, but yet not kind of spaced out in that sense. My voice is going. Excuse me. And I know I'm kind of like a clusterfuck of information and speaking during these, and I'm really sorry, guys. I'm trying to get better. But I've just had some really bad luck with the recent move coming and everything, along with my phone decided last night right now as I'm recording it, I don't know when you guys will be watching this, my phone decided to say, fuck you, and completely did a system die. It killed itself. It was very annoying trying to fix it, and found out we couldn't fix it. So right now I'm phoneless, and I have no way to get a hold of anyone. So hopefully soon I'll get a new phone. I should have a phone. I hopefully will have a new phone by the time this video comes out publicly, so. But back on the house, I decided to kind of, as you can see, there's the master bedroom, the bathroom next to it, along with the two spare bedrooms, or kids' rooms, and their bathroom. And here I am putting stone as like the main accent for the kind of like little point out sections of the house, and this really cool cottagey feel wallpaper. I really enjoyed it. I think it looks great. And this has to be one of my most favorite expansions yet by far. I also decided that out of my normal thing. I actually put linoleum or use linoleum. I normally kind of refrain from using it since I'm not a huge fan of it in The Sims, but I felt, we're doing kind of like an old-timey place, they would have linoleum floors, the tile in the kitchen, so why not? Let's try it. And here's where I'm planning on actually moving the house in one block, and I decided that I'm gonna have to move everything over. So while I'm doing that right fast, I got lucky. The freaking window that was there over the sink went back in place perfectly. Here I am fidgeting with this damn wall, which I enjoy that we actually got the half walls when they came out, because it actually helps out decorating and kind of making the floor plan just look better. So, to me, it's just a lot of, it helps a lot. I also went with the kind of the old-timey cabinet look that's black and white and blah. The tiled white countertops. I felt they fit really, because I was also trying to think of my grandmother's house, which had them. And here's where I found out that we had presents. And I was like, ooh, I could do something with this, and decided, hey, I'll do the Christmas feel, after I figured out that my game decided that it's going to remake everything new. I don't know if it's just making them with stars every time I go into the build mode, or if it's just doing that because it's weird. I don't know. Here's where I've tried to fidget with the Christmas tree, because I really like it next to the window, and later on I'll also be adding a fireplace next to it. It's not quite yet. I decided to put a little table there to hold the TV up. And I know, flat screen TVs, old people don't use them. Well, you're wrong. My grandfather actually has a 40-inch flat screen TV and is in freaking love with it. So I was just trying to think, okay, couch, love seat, and my granddad's personal chair there in the corner by the window at the perfect angle. And I was going to put those kind of Christmas boxes, but then I thought, they were the small on the floor kind of stacked instead of the taller ones. But no, they're huge. It's like a huge stack. I'm just like, why? So I just kind of copped out and used the actual small stack and put it there. So, you have like 4 Sims, maybe. You can add some more later, like, if you actually get it and your household does have more Sims. This house really isn't fitted for more than 4, the spare kids' bedrooms being so tiny as they are. But again, that's easily fixed. And I was just looking around at the different stuff again, trying to find out everything and find a good place for this damn log house. Yawn. I'm yawning. That was a very long yawn. And I decided to kind of go on like the dark wood with the black top for the half wall. I felt it actually kind of broke up the kitchen and living room nicely. It's like they're open, but at the same time they're not. You can be working in the kitchen, still watch TV, and it still feel like 2 separate rooms, not this giant room. I liked how this carpet actually fit perfectly at that angle. It made me so happy. And this is actually where I decided to, hey, I'm going to put a fireplace, because what kind of old cottage home doesn't have a fireplace? And then the TVs kind of gave me a bit of trouble, and I was just having issues with them for a little bit. This house took me, I think, like an hour and 20 minutes to build. So, and that's all by hand. I know I want to build my friends' homes in The Sims just to kind of make it fun for them too. So once I get their layouts, if they actually decide to let me build their home, or at least the layout wise, then I'll probably have more speed builds on the way. I keep losing my voice. I know the chair kind of went into the table there for a second, but that's because I have the move objects cheat on, because that cheat comes in so much handy. It's so handy, and I'm in love with it. I kind of go back and forth between working on the outside and inside, and doing this and doing that. I actually don't build, like, let me build the wall, let me paint it, and then decorate it, or plan. I kind of go back and forth between, I'll work on the house, make the layout for it, and then I'll decorate some in this little area, then go outside, work on some landscaping, go back and forth in this room, that room, and this all sorts of, it's a clusterfuck of everywhere. I was happy though with the little leaf strands there, that they went over the door on the inside so perfectly. And I know I actually did not a lot of editing or adding on to outside of this video, but I did, however, add those little green leaf things and another to the outside of the house next to where the porch is, where the computer, those two windows are next to the master suite. On that stone wall, I put them on there, along with where the two windows are above it. I put a reef up there. You'll see that in the screenshots, or screenshot of it. You probably saw it in the thumbnail. I don't know if I'm going to put that as the thumbnail and then put it as the ending with the layout, the overview of the layout, or just put it as the thumbnail. So either or, you see like that last little bit of a change I made. It's not a lot, it's just a little decoration here and there. I decided to use this carpet because I thought it felt nice, and I just kind of wanted to find a good looking color with it. I liked it, I just need to find a color for it. And I opted, instead of, I liked the roses. I thought the roses kind of gave it a nice little touch. I know you're supposed to get that through a achievement date thing with your sibs, but I was like, it looks good. And yeah, see, this is where I decide, hey, I'm going to work outside a little bit, kind of get a change of the atmosphere here. I enjoy kind of doing that. It kind of helps not get you so bored to building, because it's just like, oh, I'll take a break from the inside and let me do the outside some, and then, oh, let me do the inside somewhere now that my mind's had some time to think about the outside, not the inside, and oh, I have this idea. And this is where I'm like planning out where to put like the gardens in the back and the trees. I figured it was nice. Again, this house can be added on to and changed to fit your family or anything. It's just, it might take a little bit of work, but I mean, you find a house you really like, all you have to do is just kind of go with it. I remember my grandparents' house having those kind of walls where they have like the molding on the floor and the roof, so I was trying to use that, along with not really too dark colors, because, grandparents don't like dark colors other than white, or as my grandmother said it, that's not white, that's eggshell, and that's snowflake, and it's just, to me, they all look white. I also try to find like a nice little pine tree to go into the front, and I was happy they actually had one. I was like, yay, it fits. I put some little flowers around that tree. I figured it added some to the back. You see, I'm doing a little bit of, I'm going to put this flower here, that in there, and here, and all sorts of places, and that's kind of how I work sometimes with my gardening. I like taking a flower, and since you have to constantly re-click the damn flower, it's very annoying. I just kind of put it here and there. And I also like the stones. The stones kind of add to the garden. Yeah, this is when I decided that, I figured out a good wall color for the main house. Some dark walls, and some tan walls. They kind of go with my grandmother's old thing of white. In a sense, it's just not white, it's beige. It's a natural color. I believe I left the back wall with the kids' doors dark, just to kind of use it as an accent wall. And as you can see here, the kids' rooms are tiny. They are tiny, and I'm sorry. I know I actually went through with rearranging them to where it kind of worked a little better, but they are tiny. And I'm sorry. Here's the layout for it. God, I am yawning up a damn storm up in here. See, this is when I actually changed up the final of the layouts for it, because that boys' room is just, with the door having to be right there, it made just feel so weird. think this is also when I start working on the bathrooms too. Yeah. I'm getting some decoration in and some carpets for the actual kids' room. I tried not using anything really outside of the Get Together expansion pack and the base game. And I'm also sorry to the people that don't have the base game, don't have the Get Together. Ugh. I'm having so much issue talking right now. I don't know why. God damn it. But I'm sorry to those that don't have it, because, you know, I like keeping to the base game for builds that I share on the gallery, because, you know, I want anyone and everyone to be able to play in my house or take the house and make it their own, or whatever you guys do with the houses afterwards. If you actually live with them or live with them, live in them. And stuff like that. So, you know, I was so inspired by the new expansion pack that I just couldn't help but not use it. So, expect a couple of a couple houses with the Get Together expansion with it. This is when I actually start focusing on the gardening, because I kind of already finished the housing. Ugh. And for some reason, that little log house got deleted. I don't know why, or don't know when, but I had to re-find it, which was a little bit of a pain, and add it back. Here's where I'm like trying to get all the gardening and use all the different flowers, and I like using the many flowers. I think it adds a lot of color to the house. And I know we're coming up to the end here, so I really hope you enjoyed this build. I'm really sorry my voice sounds like shit. It's on the gallery now under Christmas Forever or LadyGarm, whichever one you want to really use. It's not a starter home, so, you know, you have to have, it's like $70,000, almost $80,000, or Similonian, whatever money. It's whatever money in The Sims, and I can't pronounce right now. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you did, and I hope you just have a wonderful holiday. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!